Because if one understands this, one is sure to go back to the spiritual world, one is sure to go back out of this material world, and one does not have to take birth again. So this is the crux of it. So we will discuss some of the things. We will first see the sequence, how it comes here. Then we will look at some of the activities of the Lord, that how there are so many contradictions here and there, and even the great rishis and great devotees, they also cannot understand. They get bewildered. What is this? What is this? Then we will discuss about some magicians, certain things, and then we look at certain activities of the Lord, some games that he used to play, so that our consciousness becomes absorbed in the activities of the Lord. Because if we do that, then what we get? Tyaktva deham punarjanma neti mamepi so Arjuna. So this is so I'll just read some of the lines. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. So first the translation. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but again my eternal abode. Purport. The Lord's descent from his transcendental abode is already explained in the 6th verse. So 6th verse Krishna explains that I descend. One who can understand the truth of appearance of the personality of Godhead is already liberated from the material bondage, and therefore he returns back to the kingdom of Godhead immediately after quitting this present material body. So at multiple places, Prabhupada uses the word faith. Okay, so this is from the purport. So I have highlighted faith here. So the important thing is that, okay, how do you understand? Because the Lord does so many activities, and which are very transcendental, not mundane. So Prabhupada repeats this word faith 3 times. Simply by accepting this truth on faith, one can without a doubt attain the liberation. Such a faithful devotee of the Lord attains perfection. One should therefore cultivate Krishna consciousness with faith and knowledge, and in this way attain perfection. So faith is the most important thing. We should have that Vishwas, that Shraddha. If we have that, then we can actually understand that, okay, he is doing this thing, but actually he is not like that. He is doing this because only on faith you can take it. Otherwise, and that's why, the currency to actually elevate in God consciousness or spirituality, what is the currency? Currency is faith. You don't need to have education. You don't need to have some, coming from a very rich family or from, some king's family, or, have some great education or anything. Jati dhana vidya bal na kare apeksha. So just only one thing is required. Shraddhavan jan hai. Is there anyone who has faith? So if whoever raises the hand, they say, okay, you get it, because you have faith, because that's the only currency. So Prabhupada also repeats it, because in general, you will get bewildered. Big people get bewildered, so what to speak of us, So only one thing is required, have faith. And you start with little faith, and then come in association like here. Everybody is coming here every Sundays, and then going to Radha Kalachandis and various Bhakti Riksha programs. So what is the purpose of that? To make our faith strong. Because when the faith becomes strong, then we will be able to understand the activities. And what we will get? Tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti. So then we can become free from the rebirth. So that's the beauty. So now, so I'll just take from here only. I'm not showing the verses. So Krishna starts with Bhagavad Gita that, oh Arjun, I have given this knowledge to Sun God, Vivaswan, Imam Vivasvate Yogam, Proktavan Aham Avyayam. This is the imperishable knowledge. This knowledge of Bhagavad Gita I have given to Vivaswan. Vivaswan is the Sun God in this particular time. And Vivaswan Manave Praha, Vivaswan has told it to Manu, and Manu Ikshvaku, Abravit, Manu has told to his son Ikshvaku, and Krishna says that like this the knowledge was always given in the parampara. The knowledge always comes in the parampara, means there is some bona fide disciplic succession. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshyo viduha sakaline hamhata yogo nashta parantapa. But over the period of time, what happens? Somebody makes little bit changes here and there, the knowledge becomes very diluted. And when the knowledge becomes diluted, that parampara, that chain becomes, it vanishes slowly. So that's why the knowledge was always given in the disciplic succession. So there are, four paramparas. We know that Brahma Sampradaya, right? Shri Sampradaya, Kumar Sampradaya, and what is the fourth one? Rudra Sampradaya. So these are the four paramparas in which the knowledge was given, and one has to accept the knowledge in this disciplic succession. Otherwise, parampara virina, the knowledge doesn't have any results. Tattu nishfalaha. So like this, Krishna is telling that. So that's why we always go to a bona fide university or the college to basically get a degree. We don't join any college or at the corner of our street. We have to see what are the credentials and how much funding it has got and all those things. Then we go to that kind of a school because we want to check whether it is bona fide or authentic or not. In the same way, knowledge also has to be acquired like this. And how it is acquired? By hearing. So one should hear from the right source. That is very important. One should not just keep hearing, this Twitter, some reels or something came on WhatsApp, you just keep playing the video. Or somebody, somebody who is very popular, you just go and just tune to it and say, it's very nice, I feel very nice and I get very much attracted to that. But that knowledge will not have much impact for maybe some months or few years, but it will distract us because it is not in the proper parampara, proper bona fide authentic parampara. So one should always see whether it is adhikrat or not, proper parampara. So then Krishna says, Evayam mayatebhyam yoga prokta puratana bhaktvasi me sakha cheti rasyam yetat uttama. That this is very confidential knowledge, Arjuna. I am giving it to you because you are my devotee and you are my friend. Bhaktovasi. So why Krishna is giving it to Arjuna? Because Arjuna has faith. Arjuna is a devotee. So and Arjuna will be able to understand that. So that's why the Bhagavad Gita knowledge is given to Arjuna. But Arjuna says, wait a minute, I am a little confused. You have taken birth now. Apara bhavato janma, param janma vivasvata. Vivaswan is very senior. Millions of years ago, when this Earth universe was formed, then Vivaswan came into existence. Katham etad vijaniya tvam ado prokta. How can I understand that you have given this to Vivaswan? How can I understand this? But you have just taken birth like me, you are my friend, and we joke with each other and all those things. Now Arjuna is telling, Krishna, how can I understand that? Katham etad vijaniyam tvam adau, you have given it in the past. Proktavan means spoken, iti, this knowledge, tvam adau proktavan iti. So then now Krishna starts speaking. Now he says, 5-star verse. He says, Bhagavan Uvacha, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. What he says? Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tava charjuna tanhyam ved sarvani natvam vedha parantama. Bahuni me janmani. We have taken many births, O Arjun, you and me. Tanhyam ved sarvani. I know all my births. Natvam vedha. You don't know. And even though you are Parantapa, you are great fighter, you are so courageous, you can defeat the enemies, but still you don't understand, you don't remember all your births, but I remember all my births. So now Krishna is saying, see, that's the difference between Lord and the living entity. We are cognizant little bit of our body, we don't also know what diseases are happening in the body, but little cognizant, I have some pain, but Krishna is all cognizant. He is aware of each and every living entity whether it is a human being or animal or any bird or insect or anything, he is remembering. He knows, and he knows his own birds also. How many birds he has taken? Now Arjuna is thinking, oh really? So people may wonder why Krishna is taking birds. Why he is taking birds? So then Krishna gives answer by himself without the question being asked. So Krishna is saying, Ajo api san avyayatma bhutanam ishvaro api san prakritim swamadhisthaya sambhavamya atmamaya. Ajo api, I am unborn. I don't have to take birth. I am unborn. Ajo api san avyayatma bhutanam ishvaro api san. I am the supreme lord of all the living entities. Is still prakritim swam. By my own energy, I always come and incarnate here. From time to time, I keep coming here. Use my own energies. Through that energy, I come and incarnate here. Okay, good. But Krishna, why do you always come? What is the purpose of coming? Krishna is himself answering. Now these verses everybody must know. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam sajamyaham. Whenever there is a dharma glani, whenever there is irreligion increasing, then to protect the religion, protect the dharma, I always come. Abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam sajamyaham. Okay, then what do you do when you come? So Krishna said, very simple. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya duskritam. I save and protect my devotees, and vinashaya duskritam. I annihilate the miscreants. Vinashaya duskritam. Dharma sanstapana, and what I do, I establish the religious principles. Dharma sanstapana. Sambhavami yuge yuge. And in every age, every yug, I keep coming like that. Oh, okay, Krishna, so you are coming like this in all the ages. Okay, so what do we get out of this? So Krishna says, see, it is not ordinary. Janma karma cha me divyam now comes. See, my activities are not ordinary when I am taking birth. It is not ordinary. Janma karma cha me divyam. If you understand this in truth, my so many incarnations, Tyaktva deyam punarjanma. You don't have to take birth again. Now he speaks this. Acha, has it happened in the past? Krishna says, then Vitaraga bhaya krodha manmaya mamupashitaha bahavo jnana tapasa putamat bhavamadataha. That has happened. Many people, many devotees who have understood this, becoming free from Vita and Raga, becoming free from the attachment and fear and anger, they have actually attained my abode. Puta mad bhavam agataha. They have come to my planet. This has happened in the past. So like this, Krishna is telling this. So it made some sense, the sequence we could make out. Right, so that's why Krishna spoke that this is not ordinary. These activities, please understand this. So then Krishna also after a few verses down he says, Namam karmani limpanti name karma phales praha itimam yo bhijanati karma bhir na sabhagyate. Okay, another thing he says, I am not bound by karma. No karma affects me. Whatever I do, if somebody understands this, he will also not be bound by karma. Such kind of thing. Achha, by just understanding that you are not bound, by just understanding your pastimes are transcendental, they are divya, we will also become that, we will also get the shield, we will also become protected, we also do not have to take birth, we also will not bound by karma. Wow, amazing thing. So that's what, so Krishna tells this is very beautiful. So if you follow the sequence like this, so I wanted to, look at certain things. Here Krishna is telling that when I take birth, people deride me, people think that I am an ordinary human being, Manushim, Tanumashita, oh, Krishna has taken the body just like a normal human being. But they don't understand Param Bhavam, they don't know my transcendental nature. Ajananto, that I am actually the Supreme Lord of everyone. They still think, oh, Krishna is like one amongst us, he must have done some tapasya, he must be a great person, just like Mahatma Gandhi or some Einstein was a great person, they did some hard work and they got that. So in that way, Krishna has also got that. Or Ram has also become like that. But Krishna says they are actually mudha, they are fools actually, they don't understand. So Kunti Maharani says, everything is so bewildering. You take birth amongst us and you descend amongst animals, man and sages. This is very bewildering. So now this is Kunti, who is actually the mother of Pandavas. And she is saying it is very bewildering actually. It is not that she is bewildered. She is just telling that it is very bewildering because she is a devotee, she understands the Lord. So again another verse, she is saying, oh Lord, no one can understand your transcendental pastimes, which appear to be human, so are misleading. You have no specific object of favor, nor do you have anybody who you are envious of. People only imagine that you are partial. So actually Lord is impartial. But people think that, oh, he's partial, he's partial to the devotees, he's impartial, he's not impartial, and like this people think like that. But she's saying, this is also vidambanam, people cannot understand this. So this is very beautiful verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. It says, Karmani anihasya bhavo bhavasthite, that he is not supposed to do any act, but he still does something. So like Krishna is in Dwarka with 16,108 queens, and he has grandchildren, and he is doing all family duties like us. He is doing yajna, and he is doing charity. When the brahmanas come, he will wash their feet and take that charnamrita on his head, and he will do all those things just like a normal human being. So karmani anihasya bhavo bhavasyate. Oh, you are actually unborn, but you still take birth. And sometimes you just run away. Durgashraya. You take the shelter of some palace, you run away, and you are basically the controller of the time, but you still seem like that you are afraid of the time. And you are actually free from lust. You don't have any lust. You cannot be touched by the lust. It's like it is said in the Shastras that Aishwarasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yashasya Shriya Jnana Vairagyasya Shannam Bhagavati. That the Lord is actually full in 6 opulences. It is called, that's why he is called Bhagavan. Bhaga means opulences, and Van means one who is possessor of it. So Bhagavan. So what does he have? He has unlimited wealth, and then he is unlimitedly beautiful, and then he is unlimitedly famous, and he is also unlimitedly detached. He is detached actually, completely detached. So that people are not understanding, and then this verse says that you are controller. You enjoy the householder life surrounded by many women, although you are actually completely self-controlled. So I think one line is missing. So Swa-atman rate khidjati dhira vidham iha. Then even the intelligent person, they become bewildered. How is it possible? How is it possible? So here is a beautiful word. Vikriditam vrajavadhun. It says that anyone who faithfully hears the loving affairs of Krishna with the gopis, he will quickly become sober and conquer the lust. So these are the kind of benedictions this Sukadeva Goswami is speaking, who is a Naishtik Brahmachari. he is telling this. So the Lord's pastimes are not ordinary. So how one has to understand this? By faith. Where one has to get the knowledge from? Get the knowledge from bona fide disciplic succession. Hear it from the right source. And when we hear properly, then we will actually be able to understand. So hearing is very important. So somebody can read this.
No one is equal to or greater than him. He has manifold energies and everything is performed by him perfectly by automatic knowledge, strength and activity. All these statements prove without any question that the Lord's activities, forms and deeds are all inconceivable to our limited thinking power. And because he is inconceivably powerful, everything is possible in him. Therefore, no one can calculate him exactly. Every action of the Lord is bewildering to the common man. He cannot be understood by the Vedic knowledge, but he can be easily understood by the pure devotees because they are intimately related with him. The devotees, therefore, know that although he appears amongst the animals, he is not an animal, nor a man, nor a rishi, nor a fish. He is eternally the Supreme Lord in all circumstances.
Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, when he was few days old, he killed Putana. And then after that, Shakata. So, then after that, Punavrata. Right? So, if you see, he is a small child. A small child, how much one has, power. Like when he was 5-6 years old, he lifted Govardhan Hill. And he lifted it in the left hand's little finger, right? We can't lift even a bucket. If you try it, you can't lift. But he lifted it very nicely. But then when Mother Yashoda is coming and running after him, he is crying. Rudantam muhurnetram yugmam vrajantam karam bhojayugmena satankanetram muhushvasakam patri rekhanta kantha stita grevam damodaram bhaktivantam. And it's not like muhushvasa kampa means he's having kampan and he's like a small child is crying like this, and that who's written this Satyavati Munina, he is saying it's very it's bewildering actually. How can this happen? He is a supreme Lord, but he is doing like this. And sometimes and Jiva Goswami mentions this. Sometimes he will get stuck in the bushes. And then he is not able to come out and he is crying there. Then Mother Yashoda is coming, removing the bushes. And the same Lord, he is bound with this grinding mortar and he is just crawling and he makes this Yamalajal twist fall. So this is very bewildering, but devotee says, I understand, these are all his leelas, these are pastimes, he can do anything. So like 17 times Jarasan attacked Mathura. Every time Jarasan was defeated. 18 times Jarasan came, Krishna just ran away. He just ran away. And so then he got the name Ran Chhod. And he ran away and he established Dwarka as the capital. He had some plans. And Sukadeva Goswami says that Jarasan's army just put the fire around that mountain on which Krishna and Balram, jumped up. They were all climbed up. They said just burn the whole mountain, so then they will get burned. And he's saying, he's running away of fear of Jarasan, who he has already defeated 17 times. 18th time he is running away. And then beauty is that from that, it said, it was so many yojanas up, miles and miles up. From there, both Krishna and Balram are jumping down. They just jumped and then they started just walking on the ground. Nothing happened. What is this? And Sukadeva Goswami says, this is very bewildering, but only devotees can understand this. Everything is possible for him. So, so like this, there are so many pastimes. Now he is dancing on Kaliya's hood, and he is not sleeping, and he is holding the tail of Kaliya also with one hand, and he is just dancing like this so swiftly, and Kaliya is all blood and everything is oozing out from all his hoods, and Krishna is very swiftly dancing on the hoods of Kaliya. And people are afraid. Oh, Yashoda Maya is crying. What will happen to Krishna? Oh, Krishna is very swiftly doing that. So, and so he got the 6 sons of Devaki back. Then he got Sandipani Muni's son back. But here, Pandavas, who are the pure devotees, Krishna didn't protect the sons of Draupadi. And Krishna couldn't protect Abhimanyu. And then Krishna entered into the womb of Uttara and protected Parikshit. But Krishna didn't save Parikshit from the Mrityudanda at the end. So, everybody becomes confused. Oh, what is this? Sometimes he helps, sometimes he doesn't help. And he stopped Indra Puja and started the, Govardhan Puja. That's like that. Oh, why Indra Puja was stopped? Right? Krishna is giving some random reasons. This should be some Mimamsa philosophy is telling like that. But finally he wanted to stop that. And he wanted to teach Indra. So there are lessons, there are always some reasons. So when we hear from the Shastras, then we can actually understand that. So now, coming to some stories. So, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, in this particular verse, speaks very nice thing. He said it's not possible. You can't catch Krishna from your mathematical calculation or logic like this. But you can understand with faith. So he said that sometimes you spell, there is certain spell that the magicians create. So Prabhupada gives this example. So there used to be P.C. Sarkar, from Bengal. P.C. Sarkar. So this P.C. Sarkar, one time Britishers said that you come and show your magic to us. We have the time from 4 to 6 p.m. We drink our tea. Come at that time. P.C. Sarkar said, I will be there at 4 p.m. And then these Britishers are taking their sip and they are seeing 4 o'clock, 4:15, 4:30, 4:45, 5 p.m. And P.C. Sarkar didn't come. P.C. Sarkar comes at 5 p.m. And then they say, what do you think of yourself? We are waiting for you for 1 hour. What do you think of yourself? Are you some great person or something? So then P.C. Sarkar says, please see your watch. And in the watch it was 4:01, 1 past 4. So my magic is already been done. So he actually even made the train disappear. So these kind of magic, if a normal ordinary person can do, what Krishna can do actually. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur takes this, gives one example. He says there was a king and a queen, and the king and queen thought that we should have a festival. We should call all people from outside, some all good players, and for display of the arts. So they called all the artisans from surrounding areas, and everybody came. Somebody danced, somebody performed some musical things, and king and queen were very happy. All subjects were also invited, and they were having a wonderful festival. So last day of the festival, one magician comes, and this magician comes with his wife and the 2 kids. And this magician is playing the drum, and the wife is actually on the rope. She is dancing on the beats of the drum. Every time he plays a new beat, and she changes her dancing. And she has 6 spots on the top of her head. And she is dancing, and people were mesmerized. Wow, we have never seen such a thing. And every time he will play it, ding 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 ding, ding 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 ding. different tunes he's playing, and she's just dancing like anything with the 6 spots on her head. And the queen got so much impressed, the king got so much impressed, the queen immediately took the diamond necklace out, gave it to the queen. King also thought, I should also give something. He took out his gold necklace and he gave it to the magician. And then the 2 sons, so one of the younger sons went to the mother and he said, give me this diamond necklace. I didn't get anything. I should also get something. So mother's heart are very soft. So mother, just releases that diamond necklace. The father, he couldn't, the other younger son couldn't get the, gold necklace from the father. So now the elder son goes and he starts fighting with the younger son that please give me the necklace, please give me, so that diamond necklace gets broken, some diamond goes here and there, and they are fighting, both of them take the knives out and they started, do physical fight, and then, in just a matter of few minutes, they just kill each other. And there is blood everywhere. And that blood, when the wife of the magician saw that, she said, what I am doing? All this I'm doing it just for getting this, and my son is not there, my both sons are dead. She puts the knife in her body and she also dies. It's the blood. And then the magician sees that within few seconds. He said, what is the use of my life? He puts it, there is blood everywhere. King and queen, they were shocked. What is this? All subjects were shocked. They did the whole cremation. They took them, did the whole cremation, and everything was done properly. And they couldn't sleep for nights. All subjects were murmuring among themselves. Maybe it was the queen's fault. Why did she give that necklace? They should have given it to all 4 of them. They said, no, king and queen were just like, giving them the reward. So they should have accepted that reward. Why didn't they teach their children actually for this? So everybody was, all rumors were there. Who is at fault? What is there? After 4-5 days, they get a letter. And the letter says that, O king, you have given us the reward for that deed. What about the reward for this deed? We are still living. We are actually in such and such place. Please come and see us. And king takes the whole, all his, paraphernalia, all the subjects, drums and everything. He goes there and sees. He knocks on the door and the magician opens the door. Wife is also inside and the kids are playing outside. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives this story. He said, if an ordinary magician can do these things, what Krishna can do? Actually, can you understand Krishna with your own mind and intelligence? It's not possible. So this is what, so spell, if some spell is there, some illusion spell is there can be mass hypnotism. You won't understand. The time can change, you don't understand what has happened, So many pastimes are like this. When Krishna is doing dancing, with gopis, they say that, that they are doing it for hundreds of years, but the time didn't actually pass only, right? And sometimes you see in some pastimes that they just did it for short time, but so much time has passed. So anything can be possible. So normal ordinary magicians like P.C. Sarkar and what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives the example can do such kind of magic spellbound. Then what to speak of Krishna? Krishna is actually the supreme magician, right? We have that song also, "Oh Krishna, you are the greatest musician of this world." So we should not take it lightly. Try to understand these signs from the right source, from the right scriptures, and absorb oneself in the activities of the Lord. They are not ordinary. So now for a few minutes I'll show you some beautiful activities of the Lord. Okay, so okay. Now see, he's doing normal activity like us. See, all games, whatever we play, right? Whatever we have played or our kids are playing, or maybe many things have gone now, but all the things have their source from Krishna. Krishna and all the cowherd boys, his friends, in this Leela, when the Lord comes here and they are doing all this pastime. And understand this, that Krishna is doing pastime on this universe, and there are millions of universe. Krishna does his pastimes here, finishes, packs his bag, goes to the next universe, does the pastimes there, then the next universe, then the next universe. And he keeps doing it. By the time he finishes all universe, Brahmaji's one day is over, he again comes back to this universe. So it is like that. So okay, so these are different pastimes. So what happens is that now Krishna basically holds the tail of the calf. Have you ever played with the calf? Huh? Have you ever played with the calves? You have. So it's very amazing, you can't hold off these 1-2 months old or 3 months old calves, because they will be very nice, they will leak and everything, but as soon as you try to hold them, they will start jumping and running like this, and kids enjoy like anything. So Krishna used to sometimes hold the tail of the calf in the fear that, oh, he will be fearful, what will happen, and he's just keeping holding the because if I leave it, then something will happen, so he will just keep holding the calf's tail, and the calf is running, and Krishna is also getting dragged and those things. So this is showing that. So they used to do a lot. So Krishna, when the calves are given to him, he was called Vatsapal. And when the cows are given, then he is called Gopal. So cows are given at little, when he becomes little more mature. When he is young, then they give the calves. So he is called Vatsapal. Vatsa, like the word from which Vatsalya came. Vatsapal. So I'll just show you this. They are lying down here, taking rest. Somebody is massaging the feet. Each one takes the turn, massage each other's feet. So then they are also eating. So eating, there are a lot of pastimes. Suddenly, somebody's tiffin just disappears, and some others, 3 people are already eating that, and then he says, I didn't get anything, and then Krishna says, you can take mine, and Krishna is giving his food to someone. Somebody else comes and he snatches the food from the hand of Krishna and puts it in his mouth. When Krishna doesn't have anything, then somebody else comes, then they say, Krishna, you can have mine, don't worry, like this. So many like this pastimes happening. Then they also like to feed others and serve. So they are standing like Krishna pose. Everybody is trying, can we stand like him, can we stand like him. And this is Fugdi. You must Matajis also know that, Prabhus also know Fugdi, right? So you join the hands and then dance like that. And this is taking care of the cows, and this is running. They are running behind the calves, trying to control them, trying to get hold of them. And this is what swan or duck? Swan? So they are trying to make the poses like the swan. And they will do like this, and they will also try to make the sound also. We are not good at that sound, but so now you will see that they will become frogs also. So now here you see the birds are flying up in the air. So they try to imitate that our shadow should also look like the bird. So they are also trying to imitate that. And sometimes they try to catch the shadow of the bird also. They are imitating the monkeys. Sometimes they go up in the trees. They imitate the monkeys. They jump from one branch to another branch. Sometimes they will do like this. All these things. Like a monkey only. They will sit on the branch top. So they are having fun time. Here, going from one branch to another branch. Jumping here and there just like monkeys. This is what? Frog. Okay. We can't make the sound of frog, but they used to make the sound of frog. And this is like echoing. Sometimes like they would call out in imitation of a thundering cloud. Can we make the sound of thundering cloud? Actually, it is difficult for us. But Krishna and all his friends, they used to make the sound, thundering cloud. And then this is what is it? Pratibimba, pratidhvani. So they will do the echo thing also, and they will look at their own image on the water or anything liquid, and they will say, "Oh, you are not this one. I am the right one." I don't know how you are saying like this. This is not. So they play. The kids generally play like that, right? So this was very amazing. And then they go to the well and shout, "Hari, Hari, Hari, Hari," like this. So all the echoes they will be, and they go on the mountain cliff and they will shout, "Gopal, Gopal, Gopal, Gopal," and then they will laugh like anything. Wow, wow, wow! Very nice. We also enjoy, right?
Yeah.
When we go sometimes to hill stations, we all wants to do it. Even the elders want to do it. Not only the kids, they also want to shout and then see that the sound is coming back. So they are making sand dunes. So I heard that there is some competition also happens in America, where they give from morning 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. in some east coast somewhere, and they give the most award to someone who does the best this thing made from the sand. So they are making a house. Everybody must have done it in their childhood, right? And even the kids like to do this if they go to Jagannath Puri somewhere. And so they are throwing the ball, and then the other one is catching, then they are also throwing the ball, and they are trying to hit that thrown ball with another ball, like that. So what will be their ball? They are generally fruits which fall down, and they are like circular kind of fruits which they use. And this is what is it called? Guled, yeah. So like they are making like sometimes they want the mangoes like this, and so they make the aim and get the mangoes, and sometimes the tamarind. We also used to throw the stones, and nowadays people are not living in the field, so somebody's house the glass can get broken. This is like pichkaris, this is like Holi, they are playing. Okay, this is also interesting. If you have tried that, you put hands here and there, and then again get it out. This is something nice to teach the kids. Yeah. So these are the steps for that. So this is I'm taking from Bharat Chandra Prabhu's book. He has mentioned this very nicely, and this comes from Jiva Goswami's book. So this is puppet show. They are swimming, and this is what? This is dolana, swinging. So they are swinging. So they are standing. Two people are standing. One person is giving the swing, the other person, and they are enjoying like that. And this is like with the what do you say? With the bamboo. And they do all this practice. So if you go to RSS or some shaka, you learn these things nowadays. In some NCC also they teach in India. Yeah. So there's a hasya alap krida. So they will joke, and then they will laugh like anything. And somebody will pull somebody's strings, and then prahelika means they will make some riddles. And these are different riddles which are solved. Achintya Adbhut Kathan Krida. So everybody will say some of the story which is Adbhut, nobody has ever thought of it. This is also very interesting, kids to imagine, what you can imagine, I went there and the elephant came flying in the air, and the elephant was huge. And if you see some of the kids, they will do it, and actually we should teach the kids to do that, because their creativity increases with that. So that is very, very good thing, and they know they can actually learn how to make stories like that. So it is not just fiction, but it's like something adbhut. Sometimes the kids will say, there was a lion, and I actually I had a fight with that lion, and oh, where was the lion, and then he will say something and then he will run away like this. So this is like, this should be encouraged actually. Achintya Adbhut Kathana Krida. There is also, they would play some game called Kola Hala Dhvani. They will make loud, so what will they will make group, and one group will say, okay, this is the word they decide, and they come and say, okay, we are talking, so the word is Balram. So they say, okay, I'm going to tell the word, but everyone else should make such sound that they cannot hear it. So it is called Kola Halina Dhvani. So in that Kola Hala means in that disturbance, you have to hear that, and you get the point if you can decipher, you can understand what the word was told. So they make the groups like this. Even elders can play this game. So this is our Makhan Chor, that thing. This is tax collection, collecting the taxes. They are playing the game like this. Then they're throwing the balls, and the other one is getting, saving themselves. And they are washing the cows here and cooking something. Then kite flying, different kinds of kite. And here Krishna and Balram are jumping from that Jarasan. That is just one thing. And this is another kind of game. I don't remember what is this, but this is high jump, long jump, whatever. So this is a kind of a frisbee, or throwing on the marbles, the ball. Then this is that chuck. Lattu, yeah. So they are doing like this. And Kacha Shepana, this is that marbles. So they are throwing it, and they are this is Vitak Sheva, this is Gilli Danda, Kit Kat game. So this is, I think many of you, we have also played. It is to be a lot of fun. So I am just telling you that these games have disappeared. We should bring them alive, because Krishna used to play that. And if you go to spiritual world, you will see these games being played there. So you should at least know that. So this is called Vita Shepada Krida. And this is like, Dronacharya got that ball out, so they used to also get, if the ball falls down, how to get it. This is again throwing the ball. This is blindfold. So blindfold also has a lot of versions of it. Blindfold with the sound, that if something is kept and you make the sound, if the person is going the right direction, then you increase the sound. If he is going the wrong direction to pick that thing, then you reduce the sound. So then they have to hear also, and with the blindfold they have to pick up. Kids can develop very nice senses, hearing and those things. So they had the purpose of these things. So this is again a blindfold. They're trying to catch each other here. This is again the tree. And this is what we call Coco. Coco, yeah. Coco or some Vishamru or something. I don't remember. Coco. And so this is that hopscotch. I think girls used to play a lot these things. But Krishna used to also play this. And this is Kabaddi. And this is tug of war. And hide and seek game. Hide and seek. Okay. Then this is Chor Pal Pida, thieves and the herders game. I don't know what is this, but this is herders and all those things are involved. And this is Kushti, that wrestling. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah,
Chess.
different things like that. So, yeah, if anybody has any questions, I think we can address that for 5 minutes. Yes, please.
One of your slide, actually, my question is like, the first word was like, if you have faith, you can attend the moksha. But third one is saying association with faith plus association with the devotees. So my question is like one person who is not aware of the, association anything, but he's having a full faith in the God. Will he get also the parampara?
Faith in God is, God has reserved his faith. He doesn't give faith to anyone. So one cannot get faith in God just by himself. It can come from previous life, that is there. But that faith will not sustain for a long time unless one gets association. See, Shravana Kirtana, it's important to hear in the association and do the Kirtan in association. Shravana Kirtana Karaya Sichana. So that Chaitanya Chaitanya says that if you want to, so there is bhakti, by bhakti only the Lord can be known. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. And how to actually make the bhakti seed grow is by putting water and giving the sunlight. So what is the water and sunlight? Water and sunlight is hearing and chanting. But how do you do hearing and chanting? You can't do it alone actually. So you have to be in association of devotee. So many people have lived like, there are people in Alaska, or no, not Alaska, Iceland, and some places which are like very scarce. People are not there. So they have sustained, they have survived. But again, they kept connection with the books and they kept studying the books, and that association they were getting of the acharyas, the parampara, and they are every time chanting. So by chanting also one become actually connected to God. So it is important, like Prabhupada used to say that when Prabhupada went to India after leaving so many of them in America, and they said that Prabhupada, how will we survive? Prabhupada said, don't worry, we will remain connected. If you chant Hare Krishna and I chant Hare Krishna there, we will remain actually connected. So that connection will be there. So when one is connected to a bona fide guru and hear from him, then one faith becomes pradhar, one faith becomes strong. Otherwise faith may remain there or faith may go down also. Because the forces of Maya are very strong. Maya is always trying to break our faith. Maya will do her best to break our faith. So if we just live at that state, then soon everything will collapse. But we have to always, that's why we have to understand the power is actually in association. Because this Kali Yuga is, prayana alpa ayusha sabhya kalavasmin yuge janaha mand sumand matayo mand bhagya yupadita. Somehow, we are the most unfortunate people in that way in Kali Yuga. We don't have long lives, we don't have memories, proper memories, we forget, we don't even remember our phone numbers. What to speak of remembering others' phone numbers. Earlier people used to at least, now it's such a miserable, and people are always fighting. Even if you don't want to fight, somebody will do something, some agency or some company, they will send you the collection notice that 15 cents were remaining. Now 15 cents have become $15. If you don't pay it, then it will become $150. 15 cents. You don't even remember that, and the collection companies will come. You will get different messages, and somebody wants to take the money out of your bank. Somebody will unnecessarily transfer to your account. Zelle payment. They have done $200 payment. If they did it to my account, they said it was done by mistake. Can you send it back? I said, yes, I can send it back. Through the bank, I can send it back. First I report to the bank, then they will send it back. I am not going to send it back, that amount. So such things are happening. Now even if you want to sit peacefully, you can't sit peacefully because the people are there to waste your time. And with such time wastage, what faith and all those things will just go away, you'll soon lose what is this happening, Krishna is doing this and that. I had so much faith, but Krishna has done this thing with me. How can he do like this? And slowly it is going. That's why you have to be in association of like-minded people, the devotees, and you see that everybody is going through difficulties, but they are having faith. And people have gone through difficulties. Parikshit Maharaj has gone through so much difficulty. He is said that cursed in 7 days to die. And then he is sitting there and he is hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, and that Srimad Bhagavatam gave him that faith. And Parikshit Maharaj is saying, I don't want to live. Let the death come, and I am ready. I am prepared, because I know I am going back to the spiritual world. He is prepared. So we want that strong faith. We have to be in association afterwards. Does it answer? Anybody else? Anything? Yes.
God is not partial towards anything, whether you are good or bad. But generally, the same is like if you do good deeds, it comes back to you, and if you do bad deeds. So how exactly?
Yeah, so God is not partial, but there is a system which He has created. Just like there is a sunlight, so certain stones, they take advantage of the sunlight and then they become diamond. They become very valuable stones. So the sunlight is available for everyone, but somebody who is actually having the receptacle to receive it, then they get benefited. In the same way, God is there for everyone. He is giving His mercy to everyone. He is giving His compassion to everyone. It is just that people who have the proper receptacles, they take it, they get advantage. Just like a teacher is available for all the students, and teacher is teaching equally to everyone. Teacher is not partial with any student. Teacher doesn't say, I'm partial because they are front sitters, then they are back benchers. Teacher doesn't say. Teacher is giving equal test to everyone. Teacher is giving the same teaching. Some people who may be backbenchers, they don't want to pay attention, and then they lose marks. But if they say teacher was partial to us because she didn't teach us properly, and other people have got better marks, so they were taught properly. So similar, Prabhupada gives all these examples. So teacher is not partial because teacher is giving the same. Some who comes closer to the teacher takes advantage, get benefited. And those who doesn't come close, who doesn't want to take advantage, they will be at the loss. In the same way, the Lord has also created this beautiful system, and He's saying that, please, you are not belonging to this world. You are belonging to Parastasmatto Bhavanyo Vyakto Vyakta Sanatana. Are you don't belong here. There is a higher world. Please come there. You can enjoy there forever. You will have all riches. You will get everything. Please don't stay here forever. And then we have our own ideas. We say, no. I think I know what I have to do. He said, that's fine. Okay, let's come in association. Let us come together and try to hear. So as one hears more, then one will start developing the faith. Oh yeah, that is actually the right thing. Because otherwise, if we don't read this, if we don't hear from this, how do we know what is right and wrong? Who knows? That's why Krishna says, karmanascha bodhavyam bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha akarmanascha bodhavyam gahna karmano gati. So as you said, that do good deeds and do bad deeds. You will get good things and you will get bad things, but you don't know how many good deeds you have done, how many bad deeds you have done. The karmic account is of millions of lives. So how to settle that? You can't understand. Krishna is saying, Gahana Karmano Gati. It's very difficult to understand the karmic cycle. So that's why Krishna is saying, you understand what is karma, what is vikarma, and also understand what is akarma. Means you do an action for which you don't get reaction. So Krishna is very clear. 4th chapter only. Just some verses down. So I said, you should understand that, Arjuna. And Krishna is telling it to Arjuna, but he is telling it for all of us, that we should understand what is karma, what is vikarma, and what is akarma. So karma is doing good deeds, you get good reaction. Vikarma is doing bad deeds and you get bad reaction. But Krishna says, also understand what is akarma. Doing such acts in which you don't get reaction, and whatever reactions you have got in the past, you become free from that reactions also. And that's what he is telling. And that's what Brahmaji also says in Brahma Samhita, karmani nirdhati tu kintu cha bhakti bhaja, that if karma can be erased completely, by doing bhakti of the Lord. Whether one has done, whatever one has done in the past, everything with the seed, if it is fructified or it is not fructified, it is about to fructify, kutam, bijam, papam, phalon, mukhat, everything will get wiped off just by doing bhakti of the Lord. And it is not that Krishna actually comes here, he incarnates also to give an advertisement to us. Because if he doesn't come, we will never get attracted to him. So he comes and does all these pastimes to attract our heart. That please, so what the purpose of showing you that presentation, also that games and all that, to attract our heart. Because in that way you are thinking about the Lord. So important thing is to be absorbed in Lord and his pastime. If we do that, automatically the other worries will go away and we will also become divya, we will also become transcendental to our problems and everything. And this itself, hearing this and taking prasad here, associating with everyone, actually is akarma. So you have come from your home here, and it is not a good deed, it is more than good deed. It is akarma. It will make you free from past sinful acts or any kind of sinful reactions which are about to come, just by coming in contact with the devotees here, eating just prasad or hearing any Krishna katha or even touching Bhagavad Gita. It is so powerful. So thank you so much for asking this question. And I think Sarvagya Govind Prabhu, Rasa Gopal Prabhu, Gaurav Prabhuji, Balram Hari Prabhu, and our Srinivas Acharya Prabhu, and so many devotees have been working very hard here. I don't remember everyone's name. And this is the center they are trying to develop. And I know that everybody, if we go to even anybody's house, like we take something with us, right? Even ordinary persons, if you go to anybody, meet anyone. So I know that all of you must have brought something for the Lord, because this is a place where the Lord is worshipped. And we should do that because it's the easiest way to become free from the sinful reactions. That use our hard-earned money, whatever we have, because everything actually belongs to the Lord. What we can carry. After a certain time when we become old, what we can carry? Nothing we can carry. So we should actually use our hard-earned money in the service of the Lord, in increasing the, preaching, in increasing the programs, distributing the Bhagavad Gita, distributing the prasad, making more and more people aware of this science. Because what will happen? It will save us from gahano gati. It will save us from going down. It will save us from mahato bhayat, big fear. It will save us, because it will save us from going down into the animal species. We will at least remain in human beings and much better birth, or we will get no rebirth. Goes to the Krishna support. So this is amazing facility which they have all provided. They are working very, very hard, and we should try to do our best in little steps. If we can't serve here, then we can bring some gifts or some fruits or some flowers, or donate here, and this will go in a long way to actually add into our bhakti account and give us the amazing benefits of making us free from the sinful reactions. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So I would like to thank his guest Shyamlilla Prabhuji for the wonderful class. So please give a big round of applause for the wonderful class. Thank you so much. You actually took us